So this is the equation to calculate essentially the test force. So it's test force that we're expecting over the maximum static test force, which is 100 kilonewtons, times 21 plus alpha. And alpha, if you're running like a static test, plus 3, or plus 4 if you're running high-speed tests like some fatigue measurements. So we have done our 3-point bend. We can look at the sample, and I'm actually going to put a little earmark here because this is an important section. So we have pretty well plastically deformed our sample. The only thing we would do now is actually just basically we would export our data from our data set, but we're going to actually go ahead and move on and start to change these grips out, and we are going to move towards our compression grips here. Now the compression grips are the only ones that do not require, or actually only the bottom requires, basically the kind of locking nuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up here. All right, so I've got the power up and running. We're going to switch out this grip. So I'm going to unlock here, and I'm going to unlock here. I'm try to get this as far as I can out of the way. I'm going to press unclamp, and I'm going to go up. Always go up. Try not to move down. And I'm going to lock this. I'm going to lock this. Oops. Lock this in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tools here. And I have these two tools here where I'm going to unlock the top sections right here. Actually, I'm going to use this tool and this tool because on the top, it's a little bit hard to kind of reach in here. There you go. Easy. I'm going to keep it here for now. You should clean this later. And I'm just going to unscrew it. Be careful on the top because obviously it's going to fall out. So just use 2 hands. Ideally, you want to do this with a partner as well. And usually I do, but today, oops. So keep these lock collars, but I'm going to put it on the side over here. And I'm just going to replace it right now with, this is my top compression grip. So you see it's compression because it's flat essentially here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to directly install this guy in here. This one's a little bit harder to. Nice and tight, and there we go. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom here, so I'm going to unlock these grips. Go opposite way, maybe. Again, be very careful as you're doing this. There we go. You see, you have to put these collars right here, or the lock nuts right there. I'm actually going to put it right here. actually have this large connector for the bottom plate, and I actually am going to have to use one of these guys to screw in, and it's going to have a bottom lock essentially right here. So I'm going to screw this in like such. So lock that in. And then when you're doing these lock nuts, you can kind of see, hopefully, here, you have these two kind of sections. So they're going to lock in like that. So that's how you want to kind of position it. I'm going to position them on here first. So I'm going to position them directly on here. Put this one right there. Then I'm just going to screw this guy. Just going to screw it down. And you're ready to go. And this is pretty tight, but I want to make sure. I can lock it in here. And there we go. We got it assembled. So we can go ahead and put a sample now, and then we'll be ready to go.